Hello, welcome to Zoom TV, the show where we explore everything that flies, drives and floats and invite you along for the experience. Now, one thing you're not going to get from us today is our opinion, but what you are going to get is enough information so you can form your own opinion. On today's program, thanks to City Toyota, Alan Simons introduces you to the brand new Camry SL.
However you drive, a bit heavy-footed or more refined and conservative, you'll enjoy the Toyota ride.
And our Zoom TV Rewind sees Holly McSweeney and myself have a little one-on-one around Barbagallos in a Formula 4. Plus, I'll introduce you to a motorbike with a difference. It doesn't come with two wheels, it comes with three. It's a CanAm Spyder. It seriously looks like something out of a movie, but it's not. It's real, and I'm going to ride it. And I'll catch up with this week's City Toyota celebrity hitchhiker, Dave Reynolds, V8 Supercar driver. Now it's time for you to get your race gear ready. Welcome to Zoom TV.
Praising a Toyota Camry's excellent ride, comfort and handling is exactly what you'd expect in a review of Australia's favourite sedan car. And after driving all-new Camry Atara SL, we're not going to disappoint you. Ride, comfort and handling are exactly as advertised. Brilliant. Camry leads the medium car segment with a 44% share, and this update and total makeover will attract more private and fleet buyers with its new exterior, renowned electronic safety equipment, economy and price. Of course, safety is premium with Toyota. There are 7 airbags, including curtain and driver's knee. There's pre-crash assistance, front and rear parking sensors, and blind spot and rear traffic alert systems as well. Economy is well and truly covered as well. Toyota has given us the very frugal figures of just 7.8 litres per 100 kilometres combined cycle. But that doesn't mean you sacrifice any power. There's plenty under the bonnet from the 4-cylinder 2.5 litre engine. The transmission is a smooth and efficient 6-speed auto, which works hand in glove with the engine, giving us barely perceptible shifts up and down the range. However you drive, a bit heavy-footed or more refined and conservative, you'll enjoy the Toyota ride. We can't talk about the looks of this new car too favourably. Toyota designers have done a fantastic job on new Camry SL. In fact, we'd go as far to say that this is the best looking new Camry, dare we say, sexiest, we've seen in a long, long time. From the sculpted bonnet to the deep inverted V-shaped front air intake to stylish 17-inch alloys and the Lexus-like profile and tail lights, it all comes together very nicely. We're very happy with the inside too. There's plenty of room, comfortable seats and great ergonomics. The dash is well presented with a smooth arched binnacle over the dials. There's also a 7-inch touchscreen for the navigation and premium audio system. Wayne, Toyota has packed a lot of features into a very desirable new car, yeah?
That's right, Alan. It's called the Big Minor Change, so there's a lot of great new features in this Camry.
And a lot of features inside the car, as well as these fantastic looks on the outside. Tell us about some of the equipment inside.
It's locally built here in Australia, and we've got a couple of features such as rain wiping sensors through to active cruise control.
It's just fantastic. So Wayne, time for the 3 fast facts. First of all, tell me about the warranty.
The warranty is covered by 3 years and 100,000 kilometre warranty.
Servicing?
Servicing's great. It's a Toyota Service Advantage, so it's a fixed price service, $140 every 9 months or 15,000 kilometres, and you get 5 of them up to 75,000 kilometres.
Fast fact number 3, tell us about your favourite feature.
Alan, my favourite feature is the rear cross traffic alert.
There's so much technology packed into this car, isn't it? It's just fantastic.
There's a lot of great safety features which you'll see.
Find out more about all new Toyota Camry Atara SL at City Toyota, Newcastle Street, Perth and Stirling Highway, Netherlands. Go to citytoyota.net.au.
Coming up after the break is this week's Zoom TV Rewind, and it's my challenge to Holly McSweeney. I challenged her to a fast lap around Barbagallo Raceway in a Formula Ford, thanks to Fastlane Racing. Here at Zoom TV, we get to do some pretty cool stuff, and today, Holly, is no exception.
That's right, Aaron. I'm pretty excited that today we are learning how to be race car drivers in Formula Fords.
Oh, I can't wait.
Fastlane Racing offers you an experience like no other. You get to hoon around in some pretty awesome Formula Fords on the track at Barbagallo Raceway here in Perth. Owner Brett Lupton has been a racing enthusiast since he can remember and is so passionate about the sport he wanted everyone to experience the thrill. Well, Aaron and I are going to get all suited up before we get skilled up, which is all part of the deal, which is making me feel a whole lot safer. Brett, you're pretty passionate about motorsport. Why Formula Fords?
I'm being an open wheeler man. I like open wheelers. And the good thing about Formula Ford is you're working with young people, generally with young guys. For me, it's great to come here and find a young talent and take them on and see how they go. You know, we've had quite a bit of success with our school. There's Daniel Ricciardo, Garth Tander. That's what the buzz is for me, finding young talent and to seeing how far we can go with them.
Aaron and I spent the morning familiarising ourselves with the 110 horsepower single-seat Formula Ford racing cars. Important concepts such as gear changing, braking and racing lines are thoroughly discussed to prepare you. After you feel comfortable with how it all works, you get 10 practice laps before the fun begins. Qualifying time. That was amazing. A little bit scary, but I'm looking forward to seeing what time I get. Wish me luck. It's a thrilling experience, not to mention a cracking day out. You get the whole day to hang out with mates, or it's a great opportunity to have the workplace do it as a team building exercise or as a reward for hard-working employees.
Holly, that was so much fun.
That was amazing.
It's a shame, though, that I was a little bit quicker than you.
Well, we weren't actually racing each other.
Well, we were racing.
No, we're just getting best times for ourselves.
So you're trying to say that in a race you'd beat me?
Aaron, I would give you a run for your money. Any race, any time, any day.
Well, we're going to race today. Okay, we're going to go and get in our cars and you can witness the battle of all battles. Male versus female. Man versus woman. Beauty versus beast. Are you ready, Holly?
Sure am.
Now, I'm a gentleman, so I'm going to let you choose the car that you want.
I'm going to choose black because it goes faster.
Okay, well, let's get in them and settle this.
You're on.
got you. Now, hurry up and get out, because it's your bike. Come on.
True.
Do you own something incredible that drives, flies or floats? Then we want to hear about it and maybe even have you on the show. All you have to do is film a short video under 2 minutes long about your car, your motorbike, your four-wheel drive, your boat or your plane and tell us just what makes it so great. Then upload your video to YouTube and email the link to I'mAZoomaholic@ZoomTV.com.au. You and your car could feature on the show all around Australia. Plus, if you're the member of a motoring enthusiast club and you've got an event coming up, let us know about it and you never know, we might come along. Now, if you've ever wondered what a jet ski would look like on wheels, after the break, I'm going to show you. And it's called the CanAm Spyder. If a motorbike fell in love with a car and they had a baby, this would be it. This is the CanAm Spyder. It's part sport bike, part touring bike, and part jet ski. It seriously looks like something out of a movie, but it's not. It's real, and I'm gonna ride it. This futuristic roadster is the brainchild of BRP, a global company based in Canada that's pioneered big innovations like Ski-Doo snowmobile, the first sit-down jet ski, Sea-Doo, and the first tour ATV. At first glance, this Spyder looks like something out of a Sylvester Stallone movie, and it's not that far off. It combines all of the best bits of a luxury car with all of the freedom of a motorbike. The first thing you notice is the three wheels. The extra wheel is on the front so the designers could fit all sorts of electronic control systems like stability control, traction control and ABS. Everything you would expect to find in a modern car. This means you've got improved safety, handling and traction, and the two front wheels allow you to jump on the brakes when you need to, as you would in a car, because they seem to share the forward load. The unique Y-shaped design means you sit in more of an upright position, as you would a cruiser, and it's seriously as comfortable as one too. There's a backrest for the passenger and the option to raise the handlebars for that more sporty feel. Unlike your average motorcycle, the Spyder has a massive 16-kilo trunk at the front, which makes it ideal for anyone looking to hit the open road. The instrument panel is simple and effective with digital readouts. The Spyder also has cruise control and a stereo, so you feel like you're driving a luxury vehicle. The Spyder's not like driving a standard two-wheel motorcycle because you don't have to lean into it when you turn. It does that for you. Also, the wider design allows it to handle extremely well. The Spyder gets up to 100 k's in an impressive 4.5 seconds. And when you're at 100, it just seems to purr. The 5-speed gearbox has plenty of mid-range torque, which means it handles just as well in the city traffic as the highways. Thankfully, the Spyder also has a reverse gear, which makes parking simple. The Spyder's got the exhilaration of a motorbike and the luxury of a sports car. But apart from that, there's nothing that I can compare it to because, quite honestly, there's nothing like this on the road. But I've got to tell you, it's a hell of a lot of fun. To experience the CanAm Spyder, check out ZoomTV.com.au and follow the links. If you want to get more grunt out of your diesel, by now you should understand that the only place to go is United Fuel Injection. And now with the help of the internet, you can access their parts and accessories from anywhere in Australia. All you've got to do is jump onto eBay. Because that's right, United Fuel Injection is now on eBay. Up until now, if you ever wanted to get hold of the most trustworthy parts for your diesel or turbo engine, you'd have to come in and see the guys here at United Fuel Injection personally. And while you can still do that, there's one minor problem. They're in Perth. So if you've ever thought to yourself, I'd love to get hold of some great parts or some reconditioned parts or brand new parts from United Fuel Injection, I've now got some great news for you. United Fuel Injection is on eBay, isn't it, Michael?
It is indeed, yeah. Yeah, brilliant.
So if anyone at home, anywhere in Australia, wants to access any of your parts at great prices, they can now deal with you direct because of eBay.
Yeah, they can just log on to eBay, buy the parts, or if they're unsure, send us a message or give us a call.
What are some of the savings people can actually make by dealing with you through eBay?
The benefits is that they've got an online price, so if they've got an online saving on RRP, we can pass the discount on to the guys because there's no labour involved having an online site.
Is there any delay in the parts getting out to us?
No, 1 to 3 days. Most cases it's 3 days, depending on the weight of the item. If it's under 5 kilo, they'll have it the next day. If it's anything over 5 kilo, 3 days max.
So Mike, what you've done is you've made this great man store where people can go on the Home Mechanic and they can actually deal direct with you, the people that are reconning the part and the people that are selling the part.
Yes, so they can actually save themselves money rather than paying someone else's fee on top. They can buy it direct from our stall.
Now, Mike, scrolling through your eBay store, I can see you've got all your parts and accessories, including your reconditioned parts, but what are some of the hot deals?
Some of the hot deals at the minute are the Steinbauer performance chips, some of the Taipan full exhaust systems. We also got the Common Rail filter kit, the fuel manager filter kits on special at the minute, probably the cheapest in Australia.
I've noticed you've got the full range of your reconditioned parts on there as well.
We do, yes.
Now, do they come with a warranty?
Yeah, of course, yes.
Now, one of the things that's caught my attention is, what's this Build Your Performance Kit about?
It's where you can tailor-make the package to suit you rather than the shops themselves, so you can choose your own turbo, the exhaust to suit, one of the super chips to enhance the performance, and at the end of it you can put one of these fancy Common Rail filter kits on as well. Okay,
so United Fuel Injection with the power of eBay are giving all the power to the customer to actually get what they want from you.
They can make what suits them rather than what suits the manufacturer.
And get a great price at the same time.
Can indeed.
There's a discount available to the people at home, isn't there?
Yeah, we've designed a voucher code called ZoomTV that's redeemable at the end of the sale. All they do is type in ZoomTV in the voucher box and it knocks them 5% off the entire bill.
Well, mate, you've done really well. Thank you very much. Now, throughout the rest of the season, how about every now and then you give us an update with some of the hot deals you got on there?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Now, if you'd like to get more performance out of your diesel, build your own performance kit, or just access some great advice, make sure you go to zoomtv.com.au, click on the big discount banner for United Fuel Injection, follow it, save 5%, and buy your parts directly off United Fuel Injection. V8 Supercar drivers do some pretty cool stuff on the track. What would one do on the water when they're strapped into a jet boat? After the break, we find out when we catch up with this week's celebrity hitchhiker, V8 Supercar driver, Dave Reynolds. Welcome back to Zoom TV. As I said before the break, I'm catching up with a very special person today, and it's Dave Reynolds from Team Barbagallo V8 Supercar driver. Mate, welcome aboard my boat.
Thanks, Aaron. Cheers, mate.
It's not my boat, but apparently the Tourism WA wanted to test your skills out on the water. How'd you find it?
Yeah, they took us out on the Swan River and gave us a few like 360s, and yeah, I've never really been on a jet boat before, so it was pretty cool. They pointed out these 3 swans swimming across the river, and they said that is why they call it Swan River, because those 3 swans. I'm like, right, they must be 100 years old then.
There's a few out there, but they're all they're not welcome here. Why we're building Elizabeth Quay, which is going to be a great tourism attraction, probably in a couple of years when you come back.
All right.
Now, tell us about your career. At the moment, you're in the top 10. You've got a new car. How's it going?
I've got a new car. It's called the FGX, so it precedes the old FG model, and it's a lot better than the old car. Like, it's got more downforce, it's much more balanced, and it's much nicer for me to drive, and I feel like I can push it a bit harder.
And there's a lot of people contributing, obviously, to the result that you're out there and paid to achieve.
Absolutely.
But ultimately, you're the person that's responsible for that result.
Yeah, we're sort of in the limelight a bit more than the rest of the team, but you know, back at the workshop we've got about 65 employees working for 4 cars, so you know, it's a huge team sport, but everyone forgets that. You know, I always say 95% of my speed and effort on the weekend comes from the team and the preparation they put in off track. Okay,
now how did you get into racing itself?
How did I get into racing? I started racing go-karts when I was 6 years old, so back in 1991. I did that for a few years, and I gave up and played tennis for a bit, and then I gave up tennis because it was boring me, and I started racing karts again, and then I raced Formula Ford, Carrera Cup and V8 Supercars. You know, that's, I suppose, 20 odd years of racing.
Okay, so if someone out there was thinking they want to follow in your footsteps as such and become a supercar driver, what would they have to possess that would clearly say that they'd be successful in it?
Oh, there's a number of different things. You know, you got to be a strong competitor. You got to have a great mindset. You always got to believe you're the best driver.
Okay, well, I'm going to find out if you answer my questions the best. Are you ready for the Fast Five?
All right. Shoot.
Okay, what was the first car you ever owned?
My first car was a Mazda RX-7 Series 1 1979. I was bought for $1,000 with my old man and spent the next, I don't know, 2 years fixing it up, building it, learning about it, and I think that's why I got such terrible grades at school.
Now, what would be your opinion of the worst car ever made?
The worst car ever made? Maybe a Suzuki Mighty Boy. Do you know what they are?
Oh, really? Yes, I do. I grew up on a farm. They were great for carrying half a bale of hay.
Yeah, they were tiny. They were pointless.
They were. What is your opinion of the best car ever made?
The best car ever made? I'm a big fan of the 911 turbos. When I won the Carrera Cup Championship in 2007, I was 23 years old and they gave me one for a few months. It was seriously a brilliant car. Heaps of power, well balanced, had every trick. It was comfortable to drive, easy to park, everything.
And what car do you currently drive?
I currently drive, I just picked it up. It's a FGX XR8 from Ford, which is brilliant, yeah.
And the final question, what is your biggest fear?
I'd say heights and flying, like commercial jets. Like I'm just horrible at flying. I've gotten better over the years, but I always end up watching the night before I leave to go somewhere. I always end up watching air crash investigation.
That's where you're going wrong.
That's where I go. I know that's where I'm going wrong.
Anyway, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Aaron. Cheers,
Good
mate.
luck with the rest of the year, and we hope you stay inside the top 10, push for the top 5. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I'll give it a bang. Thanks, mate.
Now that is our show done and dusted. Thank you to everybody that took part in it. And if you would like to know anything more from today's program, go to our website, zoomtv.com.au. While you're there, you can click on fast links, get access to hot deals from our sponsors, and of course, previous videos on thousands of products. Now, if you'd like to take part of the program, you can get all the details there as well. And if you've got a live event coming up to do with anything that flies, drives or floats, we want to give it a plug. All you've got to do is click on the Get Involved tab, tell us about the event, upload some pictures, maybe some videos, and we will do the rest. We might even come along if you invite us. Until next week, bye for now. Thanks for watching, and remember, whatever you do that Zooms, make sure you do it safe. And that's a wrap.